My name is Ghzaiel, and this is my LHE Capstone. Let me talk to you a little bit about Baldwin Wallace University. As many, if not all of you should know by now, our mission starts out like this. Baldwin Wallace University is an academic community committed to the liberal arts and sciences as the foundation for lifelong learning. Lifelong learning. I found myself feeling at the end of my LHE program in our community that I'm not ready to leave. I have much more to do and much more to learn. While reflecting on my leadership style, I'm still a little ambiguous on calling myself a leader. If you're unfamiliar, Ken, the director of our LHE program, is a fan of asking questions to us in class and asking us to quote-unquote choose a corner, whether we agree, disagree, strongly agree, or strongly disagree. I posed the question to my classmates. Have you ever known me to stand in a corner that's marked strongly? I don't ever feel like I'll ever know enough to stand in a strongly corner. This is what has driven me to a career in higher education. I strive to fulfill BW's mission and be a lifelong learner. While I'm certainly not ready to finish learning and never will be, I have learned some things about leadership along the way so far. Leadership is a kind of equation. There are 3 parts to this equation: yourself, your methods, and your followers. Especially in the world of higher education, there will always be variables, but let's focus on the 3 parts that we can try and understand. First of all, yourself. The first thing everyone needs to know about being a leader is be themselves. First, you need to learn as much as you can about yourself and learn your strengths and weaknesses. Once you're aware of these, it's important to know to always be in a state of self-improvement. Once you're mindful of who you are, it'll give you the confidence that you need to come up with your methods, also known as your playbook. As previously mentioned, this higher education leadership equation constantly has variables, and the best way to combat this is to have a series of methods to compete in a variety of situations. A leadership playbook, if you will. This playbook should be equipped with different strategies for you to be your best self and to be the best leader in a variety of situations. With strong tactics and a strong sense of self, you can have a strong team. Finally, your team. Just as a leader needs to be self-aware, being able to recognize the different types of followers that you have and their needs is equally important. Use the aforementioned strategies and assist your team in your confidence as a leader to drive them to success. This is what I've learned about leadership. With the proper equation, this can lead to an ideal leadership situation. These situations may be few and far between, but I intend to continue my journey as a lifelong learner to meet this quote-unquote sweet spot of leadership along the way. I feel like I've taken a detour through this mission statement to talk about leadership, so let's get back to it. The university fulfills this mission through a rigorous academic program that is characterized by excellence in teaching and learning within a challenging, supportive environment that enhances students' intellectual and spiritual growth. My first year as an LHE intern, I was in the Office of Academic Affairs. I focused on assessment and reviewing the rigorous academic programs included here at Baldwin Wallace University. I had a supportive environment, including Steve Stahl, Guy Farish, Ken Schneck, and many others, along with my LHE classmates I met along the way. I learned the ins and outs of our university, and I grew as a first-year intern. And finally, Baldwin Wallace assists students in their preparation to become contributing, compassionate citizens of an increasingly global society and encourages their pursuit of personal and professional excellence. At my first fall conference, we did an activity to talk about which part of the mission statement jumped out at you first. For me, it was always an increasingly global society. When deciding what to do for my second internship, I spoke to Ken. I was so floored by all of the amazing opportunities that we have for us as LHE interns. I went to discuss my options. I believe the first sentence out of my mouth was, "Well, study abroad makes my heart sing, but..." And he stopped me then and there and asked, "Lynn, how is there a second part to that sentence?" I knew where to go next, the world of study abroad. This year has been a whirlwind of adventure. I've connected with faculty, staff, and students and tried to collaborate across campus and encourage students to become contributing, compassionate citizens of our increasingly global society. I've had amazing mentors along the way in the shape of Christy Schreffler and Kristen Katrina, and our many students that work with us in our office. While this year has been a challenge and I have stumbled, they have cemented my compassion for a more globalized education, and my heart is still singing. My time has come to an end, and while I don't feel I'll ever be in a strongly corner, I'm inching closer. I have learned more about myself and my methods these past 2 years, and I'm ready to go on and create my own team. Thank you.